Listen on Spotify, our hearts in play. Apple's got the vibe, hit record, press play. Live on TikTok, streaming all the way. YouTube, Facebook, we're here to stay. Tales of the hustle, dreams come alive. Building the future, watch them strive. Whyuce, Whyuce, tune in and vibe the drive. Whyuce, Whyuce, tune in and vibe the drive.
Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen, man? It's your boy, Whyuce. You are now tuned into the #1 podcast that helps you pass time. And how do I do that? I do that by inviting entrepreneurs, content creators, small business owners to the platform. But we are still going on this TikTok live journey. We're still getting this thing rolling, man. And I want to thank y'all for tuning in. This guest that I have on today is the same guest I had the last time. You know what I'm saying? So again, man, go ahead and say what's up to the crowd, baby.
It's your boy Whyuce, Yung Whyuce, Lil Whyuce. How's it going? It's good to see you guys.
It's good to have you back on the platform, Yung Whyuce. I'm bringing you back on because, you know what I'm saying, you had a few comments. So before we carry on, man, in order to have the podcast continue, this episode is sponsored by yours truly, Whyuce. And we have this #1 selling stuff that we have right now, the hat that Yung Whyuce is rocking, man. You can find all that at where?
www.whyuce.com.
Hey, Whyuce, man, this was your first experience on the TikTok live with your Oos. You know what I'm saying? How was that experience, bro?
Thank you for the opportunity. The experience has been great. I feel very welcomed by my host, the host of this podcast, and I see great things in what we're gonna be doing today.
How did you feel, man? How did you feel about it when you was on?
How I felt.
Were you nervous? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going down? Like,
I was a little nervous at first, but I think that you excel every time you do something.
Well, we're tuning in, man. So the TikTok. But anyways, man. So yes, the show right here, what you're going to be able to see, man, we're just going to be tapping into, continue on a little bit about Yung Whyuce. And it's more of me being in my 40s and a man being in his, how old are you?
16, I turned 17 this year.
Oh, see, now that's what I want, man. I want to hear this young generation. Are you considered like the Generation Z?
W.
What's the W? Oh, anyways, we don't know that kind of stuff, guys. But anyways, man, first of all, I want to do a shout out on the audience that tuned in on Whyuce on our YouTube. By the way, if you haven't subscribed to our podcast, man, subscribe on our YouTube channel. We are trying to reach 1,000. We're right now at 100. Not bad for starting back in January for new followers and being a nobody. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to do a shout out first to the Kev 1981. Brother Kev said, enjoy your video, bro. Intro was really nice too. So thank you, man. I appreciate you for leaving a comment. Always leaving a comment, engaging with us. It does help us, go a long way with this. Another one is Samoan Cast. My man said, great point on where the hate stems from. It's the upbringing and beliefs. So they don't hate on little Whyuce, Deep's voice. Well, if you know what we're talking about, you tune into the episode before that. That's what my man was talking about right there. He said also, Sefa M got them lyrics for real. Gotta get him on the Whyuce podcast. Samoans are very toxic. That's 100% facts. That's what Yung Whyuce was saying. What is it? I have lovers. My lowly oos. You got no haters. You just got lovers.
Got lovers.
Oh, shoot. My man just only got lovers. And then he closes out with like, what is that? My lowly oos. God put you there for a reason. Seki the topic, oos. So thank you so much, Samoan Cast, for those lovely words, man. Mativa Kuresa, 6815. Good show, Uso. Man, thank you for the love, y'all, because we really appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? But with that, further ado, hey, man, thank you for the hearts, guys. For Shay's in the house, man. Thank you for coming by. Sunshine in the building. To the audience that are tuning in, I got my little man right here. He's going to be sharing about his point of view being a Gen Z and myself being a millennial, we're gonna see each other's point of view on stuff. But before that, man, I just want to dig a little bit more deeper, educate the viewers of us Samoans and who we are. So, Young Whyuce, man, I gotta let's start. Oh, what was that? What was that? Shout it out! Shout it out!
Fauché sent hand heart.
Oh shit!
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Damn! Show the love, y'all. But Young Whyuce, let's dive right into the experience of you growing up as a young Samoan. How have you connected with your culture? What's been the most significant influence for you? Go ahead, man.
What was the first question?
That's okay. Your experience, you know what I'm saying? As you're growing up, you're 16, you're about to be 17. As a young Samoan.
Oh, thank you for the hat. Thank you for the hat.
Yes, as a young Samoan, how have you connected with your culture? In other words, how you connected with your culture, man, being Samoan and living here in America, you know?
So, as a U.S. citizen of United States, how I connected with my
your roots,
my culture. Go facet. You're
what is that in English? Translate it to our non-speaking Samoans.
My bullshit. Oh,
stop BSing. So stop lying.
Yeah, the BS.
You tend to lie a lot.
Yeah.
Well, at least you know what I'm saying. It is what it is, brother. The man has a tendency. He's kind of like me. That's why I like this young buck. You know what I'm saying? He reminds me of when I was his age. You know when you tend to just talk a lot, and then my wife tells me that too. Like you tend to exaggerate. Then next you know you tend to lie. But it's not like I'm really trying to lie. It just sounds a lot better when you add a little bit of season to your story.
Some flavor. There you go. You gotta give it some flavor. You know. So how we maintain to keep the culture intact with us young as me being in our household. Just hearing the Samoan words day to day growing up. You know, those kind of words.
So in English, he said, "You better watch your mouth, or I come and break your mouth."
Yeah, you know.
So my dad is speaking more of Samoan in your household. There's no English. It's more of just everything. The language that's spoken in your household was all just in our language, Samoan language.
And another thing too, I grew up with most of my dad's side of the family, and it was good. Not much to say on that part. They did everything they could for me. You know, everything in and outside the box.
What was some of the Samoan tradition that you learned that your uncles, your auntie, your mom has taught you? Pray, because you know Samoans are big on religion. We are religious people, yes, right? Sir. It's like the Hispanics or the Latins. You know, I know that majority religion people, grew up Catholic. The practice is Catholic. And in Samoa, you know, we have everything: 7-Day Adventist, Baptist, Pentecostal. Methodist, you know.
Thank you for the finger heart.
Yeah, so, you know, I mean, they would teach, you learn a lot of the culture through church, right?
Yep, through church, through family as well. Having broken bonds. Broken bonds is one thing that connects me as a Samoan to, in my experience, in my perspective, what it was broken bonds, how it bring us together, because we didn't have, you know, this uncle to look out, and, you know, this auntie to look out, and when you find those people, and, you know, it makes your family come together a lot much more, and it makes you grateful for what you have.
Broken bonds. That's interesting, man.
Broken bonds can bring you together. If you look.
What do you mean by broken bonds, though?
Broken bonds.
What are you referring? Like uncle and aunties coming to stay with you guys? Like, what are you referring to?
You have those aunties and uncles where they weren't your aunties and uncles, but you called them, you know, just out of respect.
But a lot of those Samoan people were like teaching you to the Samoan way. Yep. What are some of the Samoan lessons that you learned?
To stay humble, have a lot of respect.
For everybody, right?
For everybody.
Ages wise. You know, us Samoans, we teach our kids to what? Respect elders. So what can you explain to the audience, what do we mean by that? Or how did you take that? When we say, hey, and you also need to listen to, you know, to the adults. How did you take that? What was your understanding of what that meant to you?
I didn't really talk too much to the old grown folks. I just stay in my own lane, thinking about if I'm doing what's right or wrong, like respect wise. I don't really talk to the oldies. When it comes to the oldies, you just show your respect by doing this and that.
Now, can the old folks, when you're saying that, he's ranging, even like, for example, it could be like, say you're in elementary, right? And if somebody, is in high school, you have the respect to respect them? Or are you just talking about oldies as like parents' age in the 20s and up? What are you
Oh,
referring to?
I'm referring to like anyone older than you. Anyone older than you. You
So it
have
can
to
be
have that.
1 year older than you or a few months older than you,
Yep, you gotta know
your place?
yeah, you gotta know where you guys stand.
Yeah, I just wanted to educate our viewers on that because that's what our culture is big on. You can be a month older than me. I'm going to respect your ass because it's just part of our culture. Anyways, carry on, young man.
It's just something that we grew up having respect and showing gratitude. You're thankful for the food that's been made, like small things like that.
So gratefulness, so gratitude. Educate, well, in your own personal opinion, being grateful for anything that you had, whether it's food or clothes. A lot of kids out here, especially Samoan kids that are raised in America, that's, I want to say middle class and up, sometimes even poverty ones, the low class. I find it that our kids are ungrateful sometimes, man. But what has your family shown you how to understand and be grateful for the little things? What were some examples?
So, an example, not too long ago, I went to Samoa in January, beginning of January, and I had the chance, I had the experience, I had the opportunity to go and see my family out there in Western Samoa. Yeah, it showed me and taught me a lot of what I have here in the United States and what they don't have there, and it showed me to be grateful for whatever the things that I have in my possession and to hold it, because you might not know when the chance comes. When people pass away, death is unsudden and it's uncertain. It's undetermined as well. You don't never know when someone in your family might pass away, and
So where you're going to with this conversation is basically understand, spending time with your parents, your cousins, your your siblings, the importance of family and why it's okay to I guess not judge them all the time, but
yes,
love
sir.
them for who they are, even though you may disagree with their ways and stuff like that. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, sir. And another thing too, even in Samoa, like where I was staying with one of my aunties. You see the one person, you see a whole group of people going this way, going right. That's the same group of people you see passing by. So it's just the same people passing by here and there, and it shows you you have to be that you can just stay in the moment, and it's not all pictures. Everyone. It's not. It's I don't know what I'm trying to say.
It's okay, brother. Take your time, young man. Your story's interesting, man. I like to hear your life story, your experience in Samoa. That's a great way to see the difference. Because also, just to paint the picture to our audience, in our island of Samoa, it's very, I hate the word poverty, because that's not the right word to say. Because if you're from America and you go to our island, you will think that the hood or the trailer park is a lot more better condition than it is in our island. But to us, heck, it's like heaven. To be honest with you, we're pretty much happy with what we have, the little things that we have. We don't take anything for granted, and it's just something that we love. You know what I'm saying?
Another thing too is just his family. You don't. It's
Talk
not
about your
some,
experience about over there. So some of the things that taught you about your culture while you were visiting Samoa.
the beer. Ooh. A normal day in Samoa, it's a really cool day. It's a cool time. Or if you have a job. If you don't have a job, it's just gonna be oh yeah, it's no good. You gotta have a job. You gotta have some money.
So wait a minute, you said beer?
Yep.
Damn, you just went left. So okay, so talk about your fun times. So you young. I mean, you're enjoying the life out there, right? So,
Yes, sir.
So your older your adults introduce you to the party life.
Yep.
Okay, so go ahead and talk about your experience. So what kind of beer? It's called Vailima H205, baby.
Yep.
Shout out to Samoa with a Vailima. Carry on.
I was drinking taula, whangamalosi, wainga. I was drinking with my aunties and my uncles. my grandpa's brothers and sisters.
Is your dad even know that happened?
See, my daddy even knew that happened.
Okay, so he was okay with it.
He wasn't okay, but man, I did something. I did something that he he remembers, that he always remember. Just enjoying the experience, watching that sunset. It's something you see every day, but you're always somewhere for a reason.
What's one of the fun stories that you remember? Give us a memorable moment that you had out there. Did you meet a girl out there in Samoa? Were you able to pick up some chicks?
I did meet a couple older girls, a little,
Like what, in their 18s or 20s?
Early 20s,
Dang.
20s. I don't know what to call that. That's not swag. That's
So what happened? They like
Yeah.
you because you're English, that you spoke good English? What was it? Was it the clothes that you had on?
They liked me for who I am because at the time, in Samoa, I was a broke ass. You know what I'm saying? It was just it was the looks and everything else that got me. It was the first night that we went out, and I went out with my family. It was a karaoke night. It was at Taumessina, Western Samoa, and there was these two chicks that were locals. They came to come and watch the karaoke night, and they were drinking. And then after that, I went back to the hotel, and then I came back to the lobby, and they were still there. And then we were just chopping it up, we were just talking, and then
Like, what was the conversation about?
oh, they just like how I sang,
Oh, so you were actually performing too? You sang?
Yes, sir.
What was one of them songs that you caught them cougars?
There's something going on.
Who sang that song?
I don't know. Oh, another song. It was "You Sang to Me" by Anthony Mark.
Can you sing it for us? How does that go? Let me hear.
I don't have the lyrics right now.
Yeah, but just hum it up or mumble it. Who cares about the words? I mean, I just want to hear your voice, young man, because I heard you do got a nice voice. Sing any kind of song, man.
I don't have any songs in mind to sing. Sad song, Say So Much. That was another song that I sang when I was over there in Western Samoa.
So how does that song go?
Sad songs they sing. Dun, 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 dun.
Sad songs they sing.
Dun, 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 dun.
Sad songs they sing.
Dun.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's what got the ladies' attention. It was my voice and my good looking, even.
Okay, so now we fast forward. You see them in the lobby. So how did you approach them, or they approach you? We just trying to understand the story here.
So it was two girls. It was two girls. So I guess they were sisters. They called each other sisters, but they were actually friends. And these two ladies, they were very known in they're very known in Taumessina because they have friends that work there. And one was like 25, the other one was like 21. Oh,
Dang,
man.
young G. Okay, so what happened? Did you approach them or they approach you?
They came approach me. They sat me down. We talked. I was gonna have a drink with the ladies, but I didn't want to go down that route. But the other
were you
one,
nervous? You got nervous?
Oh no. Oh
So what happened then?
yeah, we just talked and.
Did you do like an Asuelu move? You know how Asuelu, that's from out there, like how he met his 90-day fiance. Was it that kind of situation?
No.
Like they hit on you.
It seemed as if they were hitting on me. They were talking to me. And then they wanted to get dropped off back to their island, back to their village. And then, because I had my dad's keys. I said we can go, but I don't know the way back. You know what I'm saying?
So did you drive them home? Or
I didn't drive them home. I told the taxi, I paid the taxi, go take these ladies home. They're drunk, I don't like playing like that,
Did you at least get a kiss or anything?
That's for the next podcast. Go ahead and tap the screen and show some love on the YouTube.
Okay, so your time in Samoa, it seems like you had a lot of party going on out there.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, right. You were definitely not promoting us very right now, young man.
Oh.
But okay, it's your story, it's your truth, and we're gonna leave it at that. We're gonna move on to the next question, man. So you young people today face a lot of pressure, okay? And my question is, how do you as a Samoan who identifies yourself playing a role in, you being Samoan, how do you navigate, through these challenges? Especially being in the U.S., because it's different, yo.
getting into altercations with other kids, getting into fights. It was just words. The words, the people got to me. The people that I had altercations with, they just got to me. Another thing, in the Samoan culture, you really don't know how to learn, coping skills. You're just think of ways that you got to deal with the situation, and if it doesn't lead to violence, most of it leads to violence because some of our upbringings, it wasn't very good. We didn't have a
We don't have a counter.
yeah.
There's no teaching of like this is how you handle this situation. I feel like even me growing up too, that's something that I had in my time. Sometimes it was just the words that I didn't know how to counter back in words, and then the feelings get hurt. Then next you know, just 1, 2, 5, 4. You learn as you grow up that that's not the way.
So there's an incident at church. I was talking. It was during Kongai. And we were talking, and then one of these girls, they came and they were like, talking about my dad. She said something very slick, and I didn't like it. And so I said something back about her dad. And then she went to go run and tell her little brother. And then I was sitting in the car. I was just, relaxing, chilling. He wanted to smoke. He was all up on the car. And I hopped out the car. Man, first thing I did was just swing on him. I binked, and then he fell back. He almost fell on the ground, and then
Okay, so it's more of so it sounds like that's more of something that we as adults need to do better by helping you young bucks understand that violence is not always the way.
yes, sir.
Talking your way out too sometimes doesn't help. But that's a deep one, man. We don't want to get too deep into it because it's something that it's an ongoing lesson.
Yep,
You're not the only one. The data does show in America that a lot of our Polynesian Samoans, not just Samoans, other Polynesian Pacific Islanders, does not know how to cope when verbally getting abused by a counter students. It's something that we're not used to because a lot of times we grew up in our island. We're so used to not talking back. We don't talk back to our adults, so that's what happens, man. But anyways, hold on. Let's see. We've been going on this whole time. I want to apologize to everybody that went ahead. We're gonna let's see here. There's been a lot of comments that we have not been paying attention to. We just kind of went for. But shout out to Fashay for the Awakifia Bucko. Oh, Fashay, bro, you know who that is? Fashay, my man. Fashay was in the house.
I don't know for shade.
I'll show you who Fashay is, man. Come on, look one quality kid out here from the ATL. Shout out to Fashay. Good looking now, man. Who else do we have here? Just got the number one. Okay, Fashay got the number one. Thank you for the roses, Fashay. Appreciate. I say he's the one with the I say man. Much love, my Uso. You know what I'm saying? Congrats, Calvin. Lit up fingers, hearts. Thank you, Calvin, for the what is that? Hearts gift gallery. Finger hearts. Appreciate you, Calvin, for the love, brother. Thank you for stopping by, y'all. Forshay says, damn, that's a lot. What's your maca? Oh, watch your macas. He's talking about my shades. Yes, break it down for me. No BS. I like that. Calvin Carrionza says, give him the old razzle dazzle. Oh, so this is like a while back. I'm sorry, guys. We are just now checking everything out here. Shout out to Sunshine, sending the finger hearts. Shout out to my brother Calvin. Very interesting. Yes, please. Expo respect. Man, I appreciate y'all. Sunshine, thank you for sharing. Man, gratitude is so important. That is right, Sunshine. One and only. Okay, underscore OC with the 100. Appreciate that. And Mono underscore. Damn, dude, we had a lot of people, bro. It's over natural habitat. That's correct, Momo 4. Momo 4 never property. It's way more rich in Samoa. Yeah, it is way more rich in Samoa. America makes us think that we need money, we need jobs. Party. Okay. Man, I love these comments, guys. Man, I'm so sorry, guys, for not paying attention to the comments. We were just trying to entertain y'all folks, man. And then who else we got here? Jody's in the building, brother, man. ATL in the building. Shout out to my man Jody. Smiley saying being poly is like standing out in the crowd. The culture and respect for you. So yes, respect for you, young buck. Sorry, typo. It's all good, man. And my man Mikaele, how's life, Oos, man? As you can see, I'm with my young Oos right here doing our thing, bro. Just sharing and talking, I'm just dabbling into these young guys over here and want to understand these millennials. Well, I'm a millennial, but a Gen Z. So we can have this conversation. But if y'all have any questions, man, feel free to leave a comment on the Yung Whyuce, as we carry on. What was I saying, though? The stigma, or not the stigma, but that's my question to you, Yung Whyuce. Do you think that us adults, and I don't mean just parents, just us as role models for our young bucks, our young Usos, our young coconuts, do you think that we should do a better job as Samoans and Polynesians to help you guys cope by, I wouldn't want to say like rebuttal, but help you guys in ways to make you guys understand that it's a mindset? Is that something that we need to do as grown folks, man? Let me know, man. Your comment, your support will help people like Yung Whyuce here be able to counter or have a better outcome instead of you just using his hands. You know what I'm saying? My little Uso Samoan Mike is in the house. Thank you for stopping by, brother. But anyway, Yung Whyuce, let's go ahead and look into the future. So as representing your generation, what changes or improvements would you like to see young Samoans engage with their culture? Well, let's take away the culture, but us being in the U.S., man.
I don't think that you guys have anything that's wrong, what you guys were doing, raising us kids. But I think that what we should be doing as the younger generation is to understand that as a Samoan in general, it's not very easy. The upbringing of the older generations, it's not very easy for them to, it wasn't very easy for them to grow up, coming here to the U.S. and this and that. But what we can do as the younger generation is to understand where the parents where the older bucks are coming from, because some of our parents, they weren't taught how to deal with these kind of things, and they're growing up with us as well. And what we got to understand is that if they're trying their best, if they're doing their best, and that's the best they could do, there's nothing that you can ask. You can't ask for no more, because they already gave you the whole rundown on how life goes. And their advice is something that you should be listening to, because it's not something that you will be hearing every day. What I'm trying to get down to is we just got to understand where the older bucks are coming from, and just to pick and choose what you hear and take the good and leave the bad. Even when, the oldies are giving us, folkwangas, the advice, we just got to take the good and leave the bad. Because at the end of the day, it's up to you to see what you truly want for yourself and what this world will bring you.
Damn, man, this young man almost put me into tears, man. That was some powerful words, Yung Whyuce. So to everyone listening, man, if this episode touched your heart like it did to me, share it with someone who might be on a similar journey. Let's continue to build these bridges, man. Celebrate our culture and support each other along the way. But until next time, man, I just want to say to all y'all, well, before I say that, miss out on our comments here. Mikaela, that should be all young ones. Yes, brother. Smiley says, especially in the continent, it's more difficult. It is, Smiley. It is, man. Samoan Mike says, miss them Korea days with you, my host. Left field. I miss you too. Sorry. Most game, most bro. But until then, man, like I said, man, let's celebrate each other, help each other. Let's continue to build this bridge to help our community, our people, man, and support each other along the way. You know what I'm saying? But until next time, folks, stay strong, stay culture, and remember, Whyuce.
Whyuce, Whyuce, tune in and vibe the drive. Whyuce, Whyuce, tune in and vibe the drive.